Hang on while I get this adjusted here. Oh, crap. Howdy ho, neighbor. It is windy as a mug out there. Got in took my glasses off. 3.06 miles. So a quick, short one. Went out and ran a little bit. Ran, walk. Oh, crap. I can get the friggin' jacket off. Oh, man. Yeah, it is seriously windy out. Just posted a thing a minute ago from the National Weather Service. 50 plus mile an hour winds. So as I pull up my sleeves here, try and cool down a little bit. Came over to the Centennial Trail because it's closer to the house. It's part of the flood control mechanism around here, and there's a concrete wall down one side of it, just about a 3-foot tall wall, and it's got little gates through it. Steel sluice gates is what they are. They open them in the event of a flood to balance out the water between the three waterways here. And they're spaced out nice and even. So today I walked to the first one just to kind of get a stretch, and then run to the next one, walk to the next one, run to the next one, walk to the next one, and then came back. The problem in my left thigh, it's definitely an adductor, so I'm going to have to work on that a little bit more. I thought some of the stretching yesterday and night before last, yesterday, last night, this morning would help a little bit, but it's going to take just a little bit more work to get that adductor to loosen up. I've had problems with that one in the past running. I forgot what that one's called. You have three, so your femur is here, and you have three adductor muscles that come down from the inside of your hip. Hey, Brian. Anyways, where they connect, it's the middle one that I have continual problems with. Trying to get a wave in there to Brian. And thought that it's been years since I ran, I didn't think that would be a problem, but it turns out the problem's still there. Hey, Mark, how you doing? So anyways, I gotta do some more research and find the best stretching and the best exercises for that adductor to hair's looking a little rough, but it's 50 mile an hour wind, so that adds something to the run for sure. I got 3.06 miles in. Just did a quick, that cord is not long enough to reach the phone. But yeah, long enough to get the exercise in. John, cannot read the other one. I need my glasses here. Stuart. Hey, Stuart. Get a wave into you guys. I don't even know what that looks like on your end, but yeah, so got my run in. Now it's a little hot. Just found out the power's out in the neighborhood, so I'll take a few minutes here with you guys and then give them a chance to get the power back. I guess it's browning out, which doesn't surprise me with the high winds. Nope, doesn't surprise me at all. Not one bit. So what's everybody up to today? I don't think anybody went out fishing. Mark would be the closest probably to get out and do some fishing. But knowing Mark, he went to shoot his bow and arrow instead. Sometimes it's hard to beat coffee and a banana. So yeah, you're going to watch me eat a banana on camera. Got to refuel. John, I'll work on your pack review or the vest review this week. I just started cleaning up my office at home this morning. Try and get it where it's actually functional besides sitting at my desk. I have a fly tying desk, so whenever I need it, I pull it down and set it on the table, I just gotta love, and that can only be one person, and it is. Hello, Carolyn. She's like, her and Christy are like the only ones that throw any love. But yeah, so when I need to, hey you, when I need to tie flies, I pull that desk down and set it on my desk. And I've got one of the little squeeze clamp to hold it from sliding around. Give Carolyn a wave. I'll give you the Siegelsbach wave. So I started cleaning up my office today a little bit so I can start shooting a few more videos, because I know John asked me to review the running vest. I had a couple requests to review the Covia Spider stove that I bought last year. Somebody wanted to see the alcohol stoves I made. Oh, another one just to talk about the Apex Vice that I'm using. That I absolutely love the Apex. You didn't make it out today. Too much fog and rain. Well, what's rain? What's fog? Come on. Do your fog guard again, remember? How many times do we get called up for fog guard? The depot that Carolyn and I were at, there's towers on the perimeter of a secure area. And when the one tower can't see the other tower or see across to another tower, they call out, it's called fog guard. And they station armed MPs at a distance that they can see each other, all the way down the line there. And I don't know how many guys would start, fog siren would go off and they'd start slamming whiskey or something so they'd have the alcohol in their breath because they didn't want to go out and do fog guard. That's why as soon as I had a chance to get out of the line platoons, I took it. I did not want to work fog guard. That's some suck duty. Keep seeing everybody come and go here. They drop and come back. I don't know if it's Facebook or their connections. And yes, I'm rude eating a banana, I know that, but I'm hungry. Ran 3 miles. I deserve this banana. But yeah, so I'll start working on those reviews this week and video those and get them up on the site. Well, I'm going to put them on YouTube and then link them to the site. Yeah. I know, Carolyn. I think we all hated it. The only person I ever recall being happy to do it was what the hell was that kid's name? I'll think of it in a minute. Yeah, I'm ready for it too, Carolyn. No flowers coming up yet, but there are some of the trees are starting to bud. And I did see a little patch of trillium down here that's starting to come up out of the ground. So once those come up and start to bloom, I'll get pictures of them. I really like trillium. It's a little 3-leaf flower. It's a real pretty flower. If I can... Wild daffodils, or I'm trying to turn the camera around. If I can show you them. I'm at the Centennial Bridge. That was an old swing bridge that used to cross the river right here behind me. And now it's that giant concrete monstrosity you see right there, instead of this old swing bridge. But they moved it. Oh yeah, the bluebonnets. Oh my God. Bluebonnets, bluebells in Texas, far as the eye can see. Oh, okay. I do miss Texas in the springtime. When I stationed at Hood, I had a motorcycle. I had several motorcycles when I was there, but I used to love riding down towards Austin through the hill country. You go out Austin, so we go south to Austin, out towards Waco, back up around, come down through Lampasas on the north side of Fort Hood, and then back into Hood. It was about a 4.5 hour ride, something like that. I'll tell you, the only place I've ever seen where spring is prettier than Texas is Japan. Yeah, Japan. I'll put Japan as number one as far as just flat out beauty in the spring. Every time I take my glasses off, somebody types something. Only lasts a couple weeks, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Texas Hill Country is hard to beat. There's a state park over there by Waco that's really beautiful. It's kind of like between Austin and Waco. There's another one there, not far from there. I can't remember the name of it, but the state park is in like a huge canyon, like an arroyo. But it's a good size one, and there's several roads down in there. The camping area down on the river. I don't think that was the Brazos. I can't remember what river it was, but I would look on my phone, but it would stop the pause of the stream. But yeah, it's I do miss the Texas Hill Country. Although I did kind of get addicted to San Benito, Harlingen area down there towards Brownsville, down on the border. So it's just west of Brownsville. That whole area is really nice too. Hi, Joe. And then in Brownsville, I used to love, there's a zoo there called the Gladys Porter Zoo. It's a very small zoo, I don't know, half the size of Lincoln Park here in Chicago. But just the variety of animals that they had there was just amazing. And a group of super friendly orangutans, they'd come up to the glass and they'd tap on the glass with their hand. And one year they had a little baby there. We started calling him Flip, because he would walk up to the window, pull himself up in front of the window, and then do a back flip off, and then get back up and back flip off. But he would pound with his hands on the window at the same time you did. That was a good zoo there, and the food down there. Oh, anywhere in Texas, food is phenomenal. What's up, Kelly? Yeah, I was just talking about the Brennan's Cattle Company. I can't remember if that's San Benito or Harlingen right there, but I guess it's an old cattle station years ago, but now it's a barbecue restaurant. And their brisket in that place is to die for. Go! How's it doing, bud? Go Ishii. Now, is he in Hawaii or are you back in Japan now? Call him in on this. Yeah, and there were a lot of places there around Fort Hood too, in Austin, Waco. I'd have to say I like Waco better for barbecue than Austin, which is, I know a lot of people will be like, shocked at that one. But now we're talking 84 time frame for Austin. So Austin was still snowballing up to what it is now, And there was a lot of barbecue joints, but I'm sure now it's much better. I haven't been to Austin in quite a long time. But Waco at that time had the better barbecue scene. It was hard to beat TCA. They would have a big, I wouldn't really call it a barbecue, but they had a big chuck wagon cookout there on Fort Hood, Texas Cattlemen's Association, because they had a whole bunch of free-range longhorn on Fort Hood, and every year they had a big cookout over in 6th Air Cabs area, and it was totally worth going to. I think it was $10 for all you could eat. It was and a lot lot of soldiers. They could put away a lot of food. Place outside of Palestine, Rumps. I've been to Palestine. I don't recall Rumps. But again, we're talking mid-'80s, so early 84 time frame, 83, 84. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I've forgotten from then. Surprisingly, Carolyn, where we were stationed, are the most complete memories I have of those years, and I know some of it why, but there's intervening years before and after that I don't have much memory of, so probably would explain why I ended up in a detox for a little while, but I didn't have a drinking problem. I got drunk, fell down, no problem. Yeah, Texas is like, out of Memphis is up there for this damn diet, but oh, speaking of which, I got to cook a tenderloin tonight, too. If you haven't done a pork tenderloin in an air fryer, and you've got one, try it. If you don't have an air fryer, buy one, pick up a pork tenderloin on the way home. They come out much more tender in the smoker, obviously, because it's lower temps for a longer time, but just how moist the tenderloin comes out of the air fryer, it's hard to beat. So yeah, tonight I'm going to do pork tenderloin. We'll do some fries, air fried fries, and then some kind of veggie. I love it. Carolyn knows when I take my glasses off to type something. Yeah, so you can find out what happened. Yeah. All right, that one took a second to ring up. Yeah, pretty much, because everybody's going to come out of the woodwork with everything you did, right? Yeah, I know. I have a lot of fond memories of that depot and some that aren't so fond. But Carolyn, you know I'm old and I need glasses, right? I'm just going to keep them on. Who the hell was talking about? Somebody was talking about Andy's the other day. What was that guy's house called? The Eisenbahn? And they had a Jaeger Schnitzel to die for. The disco, if you got out there early enough. La Scala? Is that what that one was called? Okay, Carolyn, we'll see you. Yeah, I forgot what that club was called. La Scala, I think it was. It was a disco we used to go to out there. Not that I ever danced, but we used to go out there and drink. But you got out there early enough, they had a restaurant side to it. The food was really good, too. There were a lot of good places to eat in Germany. I never went hungry for lack of food. Let's see. So yeah, I did do some more on the blog article for weight loss this morning. It's not super long, but I think it'll do. I have a video up there too, or a video I'm working on for that. That's kind of why I'm doing these, to get used to being on camera, I guess you could say, because I don't like being on camera. I don't even like photos of me. But yet here now I'm taking selfies, I'm doing these videos, and I don't know, it seems to help everybody out, so especially right now. Kind of weird times, I guess. So I wish it showed me up here. And yeah, I realize the camera's on this side now. Usually it's on that side. I got the camera flipped over. They got 2 viewers now. Oh, 1. Oh. I blocked the camera and everybody disappeared. Yeah. You'd think they'd all come up if you can't see my ugly face. But yeah, I'll do a review on this. talking to somebody in one of the running forums about this bag. I will not open the contents of it right now, but it's called an SK, a Sierra Kilo shit kit. You can guess what's in there. It's got a little spade in it. You know, if you're running, it's in my pack. So if I gotta go, I gotta go. You know, you can't help it. So 100 feet from any water source, 100 yards, I think it's supposed to be. But anyway, some guy out here running sprints into the wind. Today's the day to do it. I got knocked over back down here one time. Those are some bright orange socks. If I can get this guy on camera here. Before he hits the bridge. You can't really see him. You can see him running there, but now he's... There we go. If you can see, yeah, you can see the socks. They are bright orange. That's what I'm trying to do right now, is find some type of a why is it I can never think of the name of them? Like chaps, but for your ankles. I have a pair that hooks directly into my shoe. And you pull them up like a sock, put the shoe on, and then they clip into place. Gator. There we go. So I've got a gator that's just over ankle height. Now I need to find one that's knee height. I see a lot of these guys wearing like a spandex type gator, which I guess is okay if you're running through grass. But this trail I've started running, well, it's back this way actually, about 12 miles that way. I've noticed the last few days out there running that they actually have a lot of brambles, thorn bushes. So I'm looking for something that's a little heavier duty. And my winter gators are like a waterproof nylon, fairly thick material. Looking for something kind of like that, just so I don't tear my legs up while I'm running. Sometimes, man, I'll tell you. Hey, Starbucks, I'll take all the Sumatra you want to send me. And we'll give a plug for Fiberglass Manifesto, too. Oh, just sorting my rods out this morning, getting all that stuff ready to go back in the van. Because you'll notice up here, it's distinctly missing any fly rods. No fishing for right now. Another week or so should start being able to get out and get some bass coming up, but as of right now, the only thing I'm seeing rolling are pike. They're up on their beds already. Actually, this section of the Des Plaines River, Nate, if you're watching this, Des Plaines River and Romeo Road, on the north side there's a gas pipeline that goes across. Go just north of the gas pipeline. And that's all I'll say. I don't know. Kind of out of stuff to talk about here. Especially since nobody's asking me, there to ask questions. I guess I could show you this case. I'd still love that Carolyn. She can't remember anything she did at this depot we were at, so she says, if I can get it where it's dark where I can read it. Don't feel bad. She needs to run for office so she can find out what happened while we were there. She's got to rely on other people. All right. So this is my little whatnot bag I carry in the car. Snafu. Situation normal. All frigged up. So I got a fire starter. I don't know. It's random stuff here. Sharpie. Razor knife. a pen, but with a little touch head for your phone. Tablet, I use that one when I have my, it's not in here right now, but usually right here I have an iPad. And up on the dashboard I have a Bluetooth GPS that I put up there. Pen, pencil, backup heart medicine, lighter. No, I got several knives in here. The Opinel, my Kershaw. I forgot what model Leatherman this is. There we go. Style PS. This one is TSA approved, but it's little pliers and a scissor. Stuff like that's always handy to have. Can never have enough clips. Got extra blanket, pins. There's a lightweight first aid kit, fire starter in there. Pad of paper back here. All random stuff. I guess you could say that's my everyday carry kit. Except I don't carry it on me. It's always up here. Lori, how you doing? Oh, I got my little... Forgot that one. Never hurts to have an extra spork. You never know when you're going to need to eat and don't have a utensil. This one's actually saved me a couple times. The valve broke. I think it was the middle one, or it might have been this one. Valve broke on one of my little isobutane stoves, and because I had that wrench, I was able to fix it. So never poke fun at a man's little kit. Never poke fun at a man's little anything. What else I got up here? Pulling down random stuff. Bluetooth speaker. Speaking of which, I need to charge that while I'm thinking of it. Always have power cords handy. Oh, by the way, that makes for a great video while I'm trying to plug stuff in, don't it? This little from Naztec has been the handiest little power cable because it has, well, the other one broke off of it, but it adapted from micro USB to USB-C and then to Thunderbolt, but it broke off. But the USB-C one, that connector right there wore out. So sometimes multitaskers are good, sometimes they're bad. And we are now charging. I'll put that over there for now to charge. Oh, I'm all caught up on questions, so. I know I keep, every now and then I'll post about these headphones on Facebook. There's a case open. The battery built in them, 36 hours of recharge time plus 8 hours in the 6 to 8 in the headset. If you got them cranked full volume. They don't quite last as long, but it's nice to be able to just put them back in, and 10 minutes gives you 2 hours listening time, so it's a good headset to have if you like the earbud type. These are Soundcore. Can't remember, maybe it says in here, Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro. It says they're a slightly bigger earbud than like the iPhone or even Google's that's coming out, but they have dual drivers in them, and the bass response in these is way better than the Bose headset I had, or earbuds that I had. Oh, John, you and I should do a video of how our vehicles are set up. Yeah, we could do that. Mine's kind of empty right now, but actually somebody, I don't remember who it was that noticed that the other day. I have two little, I'm trying to get it up where you can see the little, there's one right, I can't orient my finger here. There's one right there on the ceiling, and there's one right there. Those are the the little steel ball. I forgot what company makes that. Maybe it's a Night Eyes. The brand, it's a steel ball, and then they give you a magnet, a flat disc magnet with a cup that you mount on whatever. And I have my iPad has one, so I can, if I'm sleeping back there, the iPad clicks right up to the ball on the ceiling. And I can lay there and watch TV. So I got one for that, one for the old Bluetooth speaker. I think this one's going to be too heavy to mount up on the ceiling, but yeah, when it gets a little warmer, John, I'll definitely do that. Put a video up of how the van's set up, because the seats are down usually in the summer. The driver's side is where I put my sleeping pad. My head's at the back door. And then on the right side, I have a plastic drawer cabinet from Sterilite, I think is the brand name. And then my other box is coming up the other side with kitchen gear, camp gear, all of that runs down that side. So it was actually this weekend. I was supposed to be up in Wisconsin camping for the Pete Kozad's One Fly, but thanks to COVID, it got canceled off. Just checking my run distance there. It now says I did 3.11, so a little bit of drift on the GPS. Carl, what are you doing today besides being somebody's pain in the ass? I love how Carl gets up and he kind of trolls people, but yet he's one of the few trolls I actually agree with politically. I'm not a very political person, or under normal circumstances I don't voice my opinion publicly, because opinions are like buttholes. You know, everybody's got one and they all stink. So, but yeah, I'll definitely do up a video when I get all my gear in, John. I don't know, maybe let's see. Car is off, but I still should be able to get to the satellite weather. And I can, current. Let's go to the 5 days, see if there's a nice day this week. Looks like Thursday's the better day. If I can get everything loaded in by Thursday. We don't have any freezing temps coming this week, so yeah. I can probably put everything back in here, my water, my food. Just get it ready to go again, so as soon as this crap is over, we can start fishing. I plan on doing a fair bit more solo trips this year to get out and fish. Yeah, like I said, this weekend I was supposed to be up in Wisconsin. That got canceled. Then I was going to go up towards the end of April. Again, is another fly fishing competition up there. And then would have been back up, I think, the middle of May for Zones thing, and that got canceled, but I'll probably still be going up for that one. Juan, I see you out there. There he comes. What's up, Juan? I like how I keep getting the same people showing up. That's pretty cool. So, Juan, did you get out and do anything today, exercise-wise? I was just thinking about that yesterday, too. I didn't start doing this for anybody else, you know. It was just for me, but yet I've got 5 or 6 friends that are now out and walking or running or whatever they can do. At least they're out and getting mobile. One of them sent me her update email, or not email, but Facebook message the other day. She's down. She's still watching? Can't tell. I think she said 5 pounds now. So that's pretty good. Carl, we got to get out and get to gain weight. Juan, we got to get out to lose a few pounds. Juan, you actually don't need to lose that much. Not that I'm saying you're fat. I'm not implying that at all. If you're comfortable where you're at, that's fine. But Carl's always like super skinny, but yet he's proud to show off his little beer belly, his pony keg. That's not even a pony keg. It might be half a gallon of milk. Not many people talking. There's a few of you watching. It's not too long before I head back to the house anyway. Just trying to get what little bit of sunlight is out there. Get my vitamin D. Ooh, speaking of which, I forgot to take my vitamin D. I'll take that when I get home. No, I can't take it when I get home. I'll take it in the morning. Trying to think. Yeah, I did. I showed the straps the other day. Well, there's one of those little... It's going to take me a bit to lean my seat back. It's one thing I hate with the power seats is it takes a while to lean them back. I can't reach that thing. Ah! No looking at my butt. There you go. Maybe now I can see the brand name. Oh, Steely. John, when you come back, can't get it to focus on it. Well, trust me, it's Steely. Steelie is the brand of that little magnet. So this is the magnet that sticks on your device, and then it sticks to the ball. And I mounted two of those up here on the ceiling, on the roof of the van. Like I said, I've got one on my iPad, and they're strong enough they hold the iPad. And I mounted one on each side, so one held the iPad on this side, Bluetooth speaker on that side. The right rear of this van by the door, there's a cigarette lighter plug. And I always put the little split adapters in there. The other one back here? Nope, it's out. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. The USB adapters. There's one. These little doomaflages. But make sure that you buy the good ones. This one's from Griffin, I think. Trying to read on. Yeah, Griffin. And it provides 3.1 amps of power. A lot of them are too small. This is part of the next project in the van, is to run a couple Ethernet ports for data acquisition. I started building a Raspberry Pi computer that's going to eventually go in the car for GPS tracking and data logging. Just general crap, but just another geek project. Yeah, I should work on that some tonight too. Got some issues. I got a 7-inch touch display that I'm adding to it, and I need to figure out a driver issue that I have. It doesn't track. It's not called tracking. It's got another name for it. But anyways, where you touch is the couple pixels off. Doesn't sound like much, but I'm trying to squeeze a lot of icons onto a small screen, so the targeting. I need to get that targeting as accurate as possible, because that's what's preventing me from making the smaller icons. I'm trying to think what other projects did I have for the van. Oh, I want to get, there's a, let me turn this around here. The guys that have been in the van know, but there's this shelf up here. It's where I keep a lot of my little, I don't know, my sunglass case and maps and stuff over here. But up on that top, if I turn this around and go this way, so you can kind of see that shelf up there. Need to get some power up there. That's going to have to be something that the dealer does, or somebody that's, you know, I don't want to say certified electrician, but yeah, you know what I mean, for automotive, because I am missing a couple controls that exist on a couple of the other versions of this van. And I saw in the wiring diagram that power is already here. There's 2 legs that come up for the power roof. And which we don't do on the American version. There's pretty view out of the window with a little bit of sun coming out. There we go. But yeah, I need to get that electrical done. I just want them to put in some it's a quick connect. I forgot the brand name. Most people know them by the brand Anderson power pole. I just want them up there. I want the one on the driver's side to be always on, and the one on the passenger side up in that cubby, I want it to be keyed power, so that whatever I've plugged in up here stays on always. That way I can remember low power consumption above my head, high power consumption over here. There's a little cubby hole in the floor. A lot of people are putting gel cell batteries down there. 20 amp hour, 20 to 40 amp hour, and it's giving them more than enough power to power their devices overnight. So I'm looking at something like that in the very back of the van. I wonder if the wind's calmed down enough. Let's see. No, still pretty windy. You guys have nothing but wind noise if I do it. But anyways, in the right rear of the Transit Connect is another sub panel, power panel, fuse box, cigarette lighter plug-in on the top, and I want to get a marine power plate. I know you guys have all seen them. They have a switch and a fuse and just a blank plug. Knock the blank out and put USB plugs in there and have those switched with a battery indicator. So basically the gel cell in the floor becomes the house battery, and there's a split charge leg that actually runs to the back that's not connected. So that leg goes from there back forward to the battery, and it's a direct connect to the alternator. So all you have to do is put in a charge controller, and it costs like $22 from Renogy. So get that set up so that I always have split power from the vehicle battery, or the house battery is what they call it, so that there's always power back there. Getting up there in miles on this thing now already. 41,000, almost 41,000 miles on this van already. Pretty good for a 2-year-old van, 2.5 years. Not a lot compared to some of you guys. I know a few of you guys put on some high miles on the vehicles every year. And I think that's it. I'm out of stuff to talk about. Nobody's asking questions, so. Alright, guys. Seems like a good spot to end it. Start heading to the house, see if we got power yet so I can cook dinner. Alright, guys. Have a good day. Hope everybody's doing good. Keep up your humor. A little less politics, a little more games, a little more fun. Alright? Be good, be well. See you guys tomorrow.